Hi, welcome to the end of 2021, or Happy New Year if it's already 2022. I have a couple of things to get off my chest that I feel might change someone's life as we start this new chapter, and that is why this video series has been made. 2021 was long. We laughed, we cried, some of us won, some of us lost, but both you and I are here now. Let's see how we can grow and become better versions of ourselves this new year. I hope you enjoy this series. Greetings! Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to our New Year's series, and most importantly, welcome to video number 4. I can't believe that we're nearing the end. I'm so thankful and so grateful for all the support and the engagement and the comments and everything that you guys have been giving. This series almost didn't happen, so I'm very glad that I just went through with it. Glad to see that so many of you guys feel the exact same way that I do. You guys know it wouldn't be a TheStylishMed series if I didn't come on here and give something, to the students. I was a student for a very, very, very long time, so it's only right that I come in and bring something for the students. If you missed any of the 3 previous videos, you will find them linked in the description box below, as well as at the end of the video. Do go and watch them. Yeah, as I was saying, I was a student for a very long time, so I thought I would come on here and give you guys my 2 cents, my tips, my tricks, how to kill the academics game. I mean, I did graduate top of my class. Not that anyone is asking me or anything, but I was also a top 10 student in my uni, but so I just thought I'd come on here and give you guys tips and tricks on how to be the best student that you can be, and how to have a great academic year, or just a great year in general as a student. And also, it wouldn't be a TheStylishMed video for a student if I didn't do a giveaway. So there's also a giveaway with this video, so do make sure you watch right till the end. So I know it's definitely a very annoying thing being a student during these times. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, and trust me, I resonate with you and I understand you totally. I do understand the emotional turmoil of it all. I mean, I was a med student for 6 good years, actually almost 7. I relocated 4 times in 6 years just to get this degree, and I didn't even end up having a graduation. Thank you, Corona. So yeah, I definitely know what it's like to be a student during these times. And you know what? It's okay. I'm not over it. Am I over it? No, definitely not. There's definitely like moments in my days, maybe not every day anymore, but like there's definitely moments here and there where I think, man, life is really unfair or whatever. But yeah, it is what it is, and life goes on. Hey, many of you have forgotten what it feels like to be in an actual classroom. You miss being in a class like with your friends, your classmates. A lot of you are now living in like weird schedules because maybe you're like in America and you're in class in China, or like you somewhere in the world and your classes are somewhere else in the world. You're in different time zones, but your family's in this time zone. I resonate with you guys a lot, but you know what? It's okay. This is the lemons we've been given. This is the cards we've been dealt with, and we're making our lemonade. Okay, we're dealing with what we have. I just thought I'd give you guys some quick do's and don'ts in regards to like your studies and being a student during these times. And obviously I'm gonna start with the don'ts. 1, don't skip your lectures. I know, like, even I look, I studied in China. Okay, a lot of the times I just felt like, what is even the point of going to this lecture? The Laoshi doesn't speak English properly. The Laoshis with the teacher's got to be reading from the slides. I might as well just do that from the comfort of my house, or like stuff like that. And even just like being late, like, stop it. Don't be late for your classes, and make sure you attend all your classes. Why I say this, even those classes that you feel like this is a waste of my time, there's always something that you're going to get out of it. And just like being there is discipline, and you're just like, disciplining yourself and conditioning yourself to be more disciplined. And if you're disciplined in one aspect of your life, you're going to be more conditioned to be disciplined in other aspects of your life, like your fitness, your health, whatever. And one thing I noticed towards the end of my school years is that teachers actually give major hints about the exams during their lectures. If you studied in China, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you attended all your classes, chances are you knew everything that was going to come in the exam. It's like that. And because now I've had experience meeting people from all over the world, that studied the same thing that I did in different places, they all say the same thing. Like, it's all the same thing, just in different places. Don't waste your time trying to study and work outside of your productive times. What do I mean? If you know you're not a morning person, don't waste your time trying to wake up at 4 a.m. to study, because it's not going to work. You're going to be awake at 4 a.m., but you're not actually going to be productive. You're going to be sitting at your desk trying to read, but nothing is actually entering. If you know you're not a night owl, you have no business staying up late at night. Rather sleep early and wake up early. You get my point? And I've said all these things in other videos that you should definitely go and watch. Waiting until last minute to start your assignments and projects. Guys, don't set yourself up. You've been a student for a long time. You know it doesn't work. Or if you're starting your life as a student now, let me tell you from experience, it doesn't work. When you get your assignment, start it there and then. On the first day, do your plan out of how you're going to do your assignment and give yourself a schedule, and then set yourself up to do a little bit every day so it's not too overwhelming. But definitely don't leave it till last minute. It never ends well, and you end up producing half-baked work and getting half-baked results in return. Another thing not to do is starting to study for your final exams the week before the exams. Guys, don't do that thing. Do not do that thing. It doesn't work. It never works well. For the longest time throughout my med school years, like first year, second year, third year, and even part of fourth year, we just used to just get by and get through this. I'm just checking if my mic is working. We just used to just get by and get through the semester, not worrying about anything. And then the last week, literally, we would not sleep. Like, the only time you sleep is after the exam for maybe 3, 4, 5 hours, and then you wake up and you start cramming for the next exam again. Guys, that's horrible. Don't do it. It doesn't work. It doesn't pay, and you will literally graduate and you don't know what you're doing, and that is embarrassing. Imagine going through school for 6 years, calling yourself a doctor at the end of it all, and you don't know anything. How embarrassing, right? Don't be that person that starts studying in the final week of exams. Okay, don't do it. It doesn't pay. It doesn't work. Don't do it. It's not worth it. And then the final thing I want to tell you guys not to do is to just rely on your teacher's lecture notes. Again, if you studied in China, this is a big thing. Actually, when I did my final year rotations in Botswana, I learned that, even because I was there with students from Australia, students from Cambridge University, and students from Liverpool, I think it was, as well as students from other parts of Africa, and then people that studied in China as well, obviously. So a lot of the times we could relate to each other's experiences, and the one thing we all had in common was how we hated attending lectures. The two things, rather, we hated attending lectures, and the last thing was we all used to just rely on the teacher's notes, and it didn't end well for us relying on the teacher's notes. And so don't do that, guys. There's textbooks out there. There's textbooks for a reason, and the teacher's notes aren't always detailed enough. Actually, they are never detailed enough. And you're gonna pass the exam, yeah, maybe, but how you gonna be good at what you're doing is the bigger question you need to ask yourself. And I think this is not something that I planned to say, but I just thought of it now. When you're in school, think of the bigger picture. I know it's very easy to stress about the exam and what's impending, right there and there, passing your exams and getting through the next semester. But especially if you're doing something that that other people's lives depend on, architecture, maybe being a pilot. I don't know if you guys study or if you just do, I don't know. You have to think of it the bigger picture. For example, for me as a doctor, right? Yes, you have to pass your exams, but study because one day someone's life is going to depend on it. One day a patient is going to come to the emergency department and you're going to need to make a decision in 1 minute. Now you're going to start thinking, yo, this is from that chapter that I didn't study and I crammed for the exam. literally moments like that happen. So you don't want that, guys. Study, 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 study. So now that I've given you guys the don'ts, I want to give you guys the do's. You do want to set a healthy morning routine regardless of whether or not you're a morning person. Why I say this is because the way in which you wake up, how you wake up, when you wake up, where you wake up, where you wake up, it all determines how your day is actually going to go, how your day plays out, and this is really important. Having a healthy morning routine literally sets you on the path to being the best student you can be. If you wake up late, if you wake up and the first thing you do is open your phone, if you wake up and you don't have breakfast, you wake up tired, chances are you're going to be like in a funky mood throughout the day, and you're not actually going to pay attention in class. You're just going to kind of like get by, and that's not how you want to go through school. That's definitely not how you want to go through school. If you're one of those people that are forced to be up at odd hours, like maybe you're in the States and you're studying in China, but because everything is kind of online right now, so you don't really have a morning routine, because the morning is when you're going to sleep, because at night is when your classes start, that sort of thing. Then create a unique routine that works for you. Yes, I know it's difficult, but look, we don't know when things are going to go back to normal. We can't keep living in a I don't know situation. It's time for you to like start making the most and making the best of what you have. So another thing you want to do is to figure out the times that you're most productive and set your study sessions and your work sessions during that time. If you know you're a morning person, wake up early and get your most important study tasks done during the morning before you even get anything else done. If you know you're a night person, make sure that you wake up later in the day and spend your nighttime studying. If you know you're an afternoon person, you have no business sitting get-togethers and lunch dates and whatnot when you're supposed to be studying, because that's your most productive time. I hope you guys know what I'm trying to say. An example is me. I know I'm a morning person, so when I was in school, I used to wake up at 4 or like 4:30 latest. I'd have my study session and I'd get my bigger studying done before I even shower and get to class. By the time I get to class, I already feel accomplished, like, yes, I've already studied for the day. And after school, I'm gonna do like maybe a minor session, maybe read here and there. And then I sleep early. By 9, I'm in bed. I know I'm waking up at 4 again tomorrow. And that really worked for me. Like for me, that was the biggest game changer in my studies. That thing of like finding out when I'm most productive and doing my studying during that time. So another thing you want to do is you want to switch up your study sessions. You definitely don't want to sit to just like read or like just watch videos, because that's not going to work. What I mean by switching it up, sometimes you want to read, sometimes you want to watch videos online, sometimes you want to do quizzes, sometimes you want to do group discussions. Don't rely on just like one thing, one type of studying, because chances are it's going to become redundant and things are not going to keep entering the brain as they should. So what you do want to do is to you want to keep it different, you want to keep it fun, so that you're actually motivated to study. Another thing you want to do is to have a recall session, an active recall session, like a quiz at the end of every study session. Never end a study session without testing yourself and what you've learned. Another thing you want to do is to get a mentor or someone who did the same thing as you and is kind of ahead of you. Someone you can look to for advice and help when things get tough. Someone who can like lead you and guide you on the right path. Like, this doesn't really work, maybe try this. And if you try that and you see it works, then you do that. You need someone who can like guide you and all that. And then my last point is to have a routine for everything as a student. Your morning routine, your evening routine, your self-care routine as a student, your health routine, your fitness routine, your daily routine, your weekend routine, every single thing. You're a student and your life literally revolves around being a student, but it doesn't mean to say that you have no life because you're a student. It's so sad, and I find it very weird that people say, oh, I'm a student, oh, I'm a medical student, so I don't have a life. That is so weird. Like, I was a medical student and I had a YouTube channel, I had a business, I was taking part in school competitions, and I still came out of my class. Like, if anything, that is actually what helped me to manage my time and actually make me become productive and stuff. Because I used to see like all the people that kind of just studied and went to class and did nothing else, they never really did as well as I thought they should, which is very strange. But like, you want to have a balanced life, and that balanced life is actually what's going to keep you going. Actually, my most frequently asked question as a person, and as a person on this YouTube space, is how I did it and how I do it, like how I managed studying medicine and being a content creator and having a business and doing that. Basically, how I managed my life as well as being a student, and now how I manage being a doctor and everything else that I do. And it's really simple, guys. Number one, you want to set your values and priorities. I know that I like doing all these other kind of things, but first and foremost, I am a doctor, and that's what's most important to me. If it comes to choosing between this and that, I'm easily going to choose that. And that's what I mean by your values and priorities. It's good to have a balance of everything, but that's the important word is balance. You don't want one thing to start slacking because of the other. Number two is to have a routine that's fully customizable to you. I've already said this about having a routine for everything, but what I mean by having a routine fully customizable to you is that at the beginning of the semester, you and your classmates, you all get the same timetable. You all have anatomy at 8, physiology at 10. You all have a break between 10 and 12. At lunchtime, you have lunchtime, whatever. You all have the same medicine class, microbiome, pharmacology, you name it. You all have the same class, but you all have different lives. You get my point? Let me give you guys an example. So I used to wake up at 4 a.m. because that's when I want to do my studying, right? And then after I study at 4, at around 6:30, I shower and I head to class that starts at like 7 or whatever time that I don't remember what time class used to start. But I go to class, right? I know that between 8 and 9, I'm going to be in class. I have my first period, I have my next period from 9 to 10. And then I know that between 10 and 12, I don't have a class. And I know that at 12 I have my next class. What am I going to do? Between that 10 and 12, I'm either going to work, I'm either going to class with my laptop so I can edit my videos during that break, or what I'm going to do is I'm carrying my gym clothes with me to class so that immediately when class finishes at 10, I'm going to the gym and I'm getting my gym session in, I shower and eat and head back to class by 12. And that way I've studied and I've already had a fitness session for the day, and then the rest of the day goes by. I have classes until 5. At 5, what am I doing? I'm heading to a coffee shop and I'm reviewing the things that we learned in class. 8 o'clock I'm home, I'm having dinner. 9 o'clock I'm in bed. In the same day, my classmates used to complain, "Oh, Natalie, how come you have time to go to the gym? How come you have time to study? Like, how are you doing it?" Look, between 10 and 12, we were all free. But what did I do? I chose to either work on my other goals or go to the gym while you stayed in the school building and were gossiping with your friends. Like, that's the difference. That's what I mean by like, have a routine that works for you. Like, set your mind on like, these are my goals, and put it into your routine. There's no way, there's no excuse, you guys. I don't buy into this, hey, I don't have time thing. I think that was really mean of me to say, but you know what? I said it with my chest. Come for me. Don't come for me, guys. I'm really sensitive. It's really all about how you manage the time that you're given and your mindset. Okay, number 3, have a support system that works. Like, have a fallback. Definitely as a student, you're gonna have, especially as an international student studying abroad, you're definitely gonna have times where you are trying. You're gonna be broke, you're gonna be sad, you're gonna miss home, your little boyfriend is going to cheat on you. Guys, so many things are gonna happen, okay? But you need a fallback system, whether it's just calling your mom once in a while, whether it's watching YouTube videos, whether it's doing therapy, whether it's working out. You need like a support system, as well as like something that you do to take your mind off all the stress. And yeah, that's really important. While we're on this matter, I have received several requests to see if I would mentor someone or if I'd start a mentorship program, and I was always like a bit hesitant on doing it. But this year I've actually really thought about it, and I think, okay, I don't think, I am open to mentoring people. But I think as a start, I want to do a maximum of 3. Like, I'm going to mentor maximum 3 people this coming year in 2022. I'm yet to figure out how to choose the 3 people because I have received a lot of requests and I don't want anyone to think, oh, it was unfair the way in which I chose. So if you're one of those people, and also if you have anything to contribute, please can you just like leave a comment in the comment section and let me know how you think I should go about the selection process, whether I should ask people to send me their CVs and an application email, or if I should, I don't know, guys, just let me know how you think I should choose the people. Obviously, as a doctor, I'm more inclined to mentor like a medical student, but I'm actually open to mentoring even someone who's not a medical student. So don't feel like left out or anything. I'm here to mentor somebody, whether you're a medical student or not, it's fine. But yeah, so I think for a start, I'll choose 2 medical students and then 1 non-medic. Yeah, I think that's fine. But moving on, here are my final and closing tips. And I've said most of these things before and I'm gonna say them again. Number 1, make sure you get your books before the semester actually starts. I have a whole new academic year series and getting ready, whatever, like playlist of videos. Watch this playlist of videos. Watch these videos, guys. I used to go in as a student, like I used to go in, and all the things I said in these videos, I still stand by them and they're still so valid now. On day 1 after your orientation, you want to actually create your study plan and your schedule for the semester so that you can actually start working on it during that same week. There's something about like striking the iron while it's still hot, like getting studying during the first semester, that is so motivating and so encouraging, and just it makes you keep going. Make it a point to study throughout the term so that when your exams come, you're not panicking and you're not cramming. And yeah, like the nice thing about studying like from the beginning and throughout the semester is that by the time exams come, you're not panicked and you already covered most of the content. So all you're doing now is just like past papers, and that's really cool. By the time the exam comes, you're totally chilled and you've done so many revision papers that you're ready for the exam. And you want to be intentional with your planning for your studies with a fixed goal in mind. My goal, if you guys remember my old videos, and if you haven't, you should definitely go and watch them. I used to like set a mark that I want to be my average mark at the beginning of every semester, and I actually used to like plaster that mark on my little study board thing that I had above my study desk in my room, if you guys remember. And so when you're studying, you're making sure that the studying you're doing is adequate enough to make you get that 87%. It's not enough to just set that, yes, I want to plan, I want to pass my exams. That's not enough. You need to like be specific. If you're a medical student, spend more time. Guys, I can't stress this enough. If you're a medical student, spend more time in the skills lab and in the hospital. Find a doctor that you can shadow on the weekends, during your holidays. That is literally gonna change your life. It's going to change your career as a medical person, totally. So my loves, it wouldn't be a TheStylishMed video if I didn't plug Flourish. So on my site right now, I have the new and updated 2022 student planner, which is effective like literally for planning your entire life as a student, from your academic overview, your subject outlines, your resource trackers, your project planners, your student finances, your daily, weekly study planners, your class schedules, your exam schedules, and everything in between. So that's available on the site. And then for those of you that aren't like into like full detailed planning like that, and I just want to do like your daily, weekly, and monthly, I have the student bundle, which literally comprises of the daily student planner, the weekly student planner, and the monthly student planner. And then for those of you that think even that's too much, there's the single. So you have the daily study planner, the weekly study planner, and the monthly study planner. All of these are currently on sale on my site for multiple rands off. Everything on my site actually is currently on sale until the 4th of January. And also guys, because like I said, students hold a very close and dear place in my heart, it wouldn't be a TheStylishMed video if I didn't end the video with a giveaway for the students. So I'm going to be giving away my full detailed 2022 student planner to 3 lucky winners, and if you happen to be a medical student and win the giveaway, you're also going to get a lifetime subscription to Dr. Najib's lectures. So yeah, make sure you enter the giveaway, you guys. The rules are very simple. Number one, make sure you subscribe to my channel and following me on Instagram at TheStylishMed as well as at Flourish by TSM. So make sure you're following both the pages. Number two, comment under this video what you're studying, why you're studying it, and what your goal is for 2022. And number three, share this video to your Instagram story and tag me. And that is it, you guys. Let me repeat. Number one, make sure you're subscribed to this channel and following me on Instagram at Flourish by TheStylishMed as well as at TheStylishMed. Number two, comment under this video what you're studying, why you're studying it, and what your goal is for 2022. And finally, share this video and tag me on your Instagram story. And that's it. I'll be choosing 3 winners and I will announce the winner on the 7th of January. So make sure that you enter and share. And yeah, we've reached the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like I already said, I was a student for a very long time. There's so many other videos on my channel that pertain to being a student in China, being a medical student, being a student in general. So definitely go and watch those. I've made a playlist and I'll link it in the description box and at the end of the video so you can find them easily. And if you've missed any of the videos in this series, make sure you go and watch them. They'll also be linked in the description box as well as at the end of the video. So make sure you go and watch them. Oh, I've been speaking for way too long. I hope you guys subscribe to my channel and are looking forward to tomorrow's video. There is a big giveaway at the end of the series tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But until then, I love you guys so much and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.